Now, Dear Holy Hip Hop, you talk about like how hip hop gave you an avenue to be able to share within the like in the secular, be able to do acapellas and stuff like that. I was wondering, can you like share a story maybe of opportunities God has given you in the secular realm to be able to use your gift as far as Christian hip hop?
Most definitely. Now, trying to think. This was about well, it was more than that, probably like 3 years ago, something ish, 3 years ago. Me and DJ Essence went to a club in Brooklyn, and it was me, Essence, my homegirl Yolanda, Solomon, you know what I'm saying?
Clay Films.
Ease. Clay Films. So it was all of us in the club. Large Professor was on the ones and twos or whatever, and I think like Grave Diggers, Jean Grey, a couple other well-known hip-hop artists was in this one club. So we all in there. And we up in a section of the club just sitting down because one of Esso's boys was DJing that night.
Okay.
And so they were going through the, like Grave Diggers had just went up, the boy Shabazz went up, and they was rocking it. And afterwards, Clay Films went to Large Professor and said something to him like, I got a dude in here, he fire, whatever she said to him. And so, next thing you know, Large Professor calls me up, in the middle of nowhere, like, yo, R. Swift, you gonna come up here and spit something, and, like, you better not be whack. So I'm sitting there like, oh, man, what we gonna do? So, like, to be totally honest, I sort of drew a blank. And so I grabbed the mic, man, and I'm in front of all these cats, and there's only like 4 believers in the whole joint. And I'm like, man, well, just go. So I just went in and started spitting, whatever verse I had in my head or whatever. And, it was just like, keep going. So I kept going and wound up spitting for a good little minute. And after I was done, my man Shabazz from Grave Diggers was like, yo, what you spit was real up there. Like, dogs, pray with me about God. Like, yo, I want some prayer. And so, like, right there in the middle of the club, man, like, we just waked up and was praying for a good little minute. And, like, Cats was coming up in the club, and he was like, yo, chill, son. I'm praying with my man here. So, we was getting it in, man. And he said, yo, he wanted to acknowledge the Lord. Like, he wanted to get to know the Lord. So I prayed with him, man. And, I don't know where he stands, like, at this moment. I don't know what happened after that. I heard he left the group shortly after. And I heard he's still talking about the Lord. So, like, man, I pray that it was sincere. But that was just, like, one of the many times that the Lord allowed us to go up in the secular arena and just, like, put the Lord on Front Street. Like, here, here's truth. And not just do that, but do it skillfully. You know what I'm saying? Like, not up there, being corny and everybody else is hot, but, like, being able to go up in a secular spot, hold our own, and give the Lord all the glory. Just one quick story real quick. Like, me and my man Matt the Dulos was just at a beat battle the other day. Like 2 days ago, back in Philly. It was a beat battle that was judged by the producer Illmind. And so we up in there, and there's this Christian dude, right? He in the cut. He a little older, you know what I'm saying? And, he had the hat, the Motown hat, had his brown on, and had his, biker gloves or whatever. And he was one of the last producers. Now, we've been hearing beats all night, and these dudes was killing it. So this dude walks up, he says, the host, yo, I'm talking about, Matt, I'm talking about Be Ready real quick on this interview.
Yo, so my man from Cleveland, Be Ready, came to Philly on a beat battle. Representing Jesus. Shut it down.
When the boy asked where he came from, he said, man, I'm from Philly, but I live in Ohio, and I produce for Jesus Christ. Every beat I make is for the Lord, to the glory of the Lord. All secular audience.
He shut everybody down.
All secular audience.
Had the whole secular audience like
they here with it. Like my man murked it. All to the glory of the Lord. And so that's what I'm saying. Like being able to go into the secular world and hold your own, like for the Lord, like not compromising. You know what I mean? Straight raw for the Lord, but you doing it skillfully. You know what I'm saying? So.
Right.
I believe there's more room for that. Like, and this ain't nothing new. Like my man Braille, my man Theory Has It, my man Propaganda, Odd Thomas. Like these are dudes who are like pursuing like those gigs in the world and like holding it down for the Lord. Like I've been with Braille a couple times. This dude be in a bar, everybody getting drunk, and this dude pouring it out for the Lord.
The Bible says
Cats is putting down. Cats is putting down their drinks. Like, man, I'm done with this. Like, I've seen it on many occasions, and I think there's so much more room for cats to get out there and get busy for the Lord. So that's what it is, man. Salute. It's your boy R. Swift. Catch me at the next open mic getting ate up by a local MC. Easy.
Listen to that, man, please. Do not.